Listen, I beseech you. The main point of the points of this post is regarding legal type stuff. You know, rules, procedures, or maybe precedents and such. And of course, I have always assumed that a bad precedent is just that, a bad precedent. It should not in itself alter law, unless the law is already unconstitutional. And in a case such as that, something that should have not ever even have been the case, meaning that there should never be unconstitutional laws applied to the people of a constitutional republic without severe repercussions for the elected persons of whom passed them or aided in the passing of the illegal laws. And in this country, the states of A. Many of the laws we deal with are not laws but rules put in place by unelected, unconstitutional, I'll just say it, and P, and then of course O, agencies. But I'm starting to digress, and I apologize. Back to the main point of the issue at hand. As of fairly recent, there is a court case, a civil case. This case involves a journalist of whose initials are J.A., but properly pronounced in the reverse order. The case involves the most unfortunate incident that occurred at a school some years back. The journalist / defendant of issue here did not commit the crime, a crime or crimes that involves multiple counts of criminal termination of innocent life of degree numero uno. The grieving relatives of the actual victims of the crime, mostly the parents of the victims, had been the main focus of the civil case, excluding, they're suing of the journalist of issue. They are suing him for the high crime of exercising a right or rights guaranteed to all USA citizens under Article number 1 of our Constitution. Now let me add that this document and its supporting documents are the true earthly law and king of this land. This fact is defined within itself, within the confines of the documents and supporting documents. So therefore, anything and or anybody that initiates or forces, quote, legal power outside this king law, well then they are lawless criminals. But again, I may be digressing, and I apologize. Anyway, the court awarded the victims an amount of money, an amount that the government issued attorneys are well aware that suing parties, the victims of the victims, the scumbag government appointed bloodsuckers, they are well aware that their clients will never receive a dime because of the absurdly obscene dollar amount. I do believe, but I could be wrong, it's been known that before at times, I admit. But anyway, I think it is, I think it's a documented fact that our defendant of issue actually did offer a settlement quite a while back. But anyway, so now the plaintiffs or suers, it's a civil case, so maybe I'm using the wrong lingo. Well, now because of the government appointed attorneys, and let us be aware of a reality here, they are government appointed and taxpayer funded in one way, shape, or form, in some roundabout way. At the very least, they are probably being paid as I compose these words. and with, mind you, taxpayer dollars, of course. These scumbag attorneys, they know quite well that the victims probably never, ever see a dime, excluding, future book or movie deals. But again, I digress. And even though the suers, even though they don't deserve a dime from the journalist or defendant of issue, it is still, though, very sad, of course, regarding what happened to their children. And now, add in how they're being used. I have to say, I do have a hard time believing that at least not one of them or one of them wouldn't have accepted the settlement offer. I mean, come on. It'd be over with. They'd have some cash. It wouldn't replace their children. But anyway, finally now, I'll get back to my original point and question. I'd like to know if there is some kind of contract that can be signed by the clients, or maybe I should say, prey of some attorneys, especially government-assigned attorneys. Is there some sort of contract that one can sign knowingly or perhaps unknowingly in a civil, or for that matter, a criminal case, a contract of which obligates the signees to be perpetually obligated to participate in kangaroo court proceedings, or even legitimate ones? A contract which obligates one to be perpetually at the beckoning call of lawless tyrants. And also too, a contract that will hold them criminally and or even maybe civilly liable for refusing to continue in the proceedings, or leaking or disclosing any information about whatever case, even after the case is closed, if that ever would happen with these pieces of garbage that are in control here. Even with any time in their lifetimes, or maybe their children, or any relatives, past, present, or future lifetimes, we must, the point is, we're dealing with the scum of the earth. Capital P, capital R, capital I, capital C, capital K, apostrophe S, on the first degree.